Hi, welcome back to Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen. It's so nice to see you today. It's another beautiful day here. Not as warm as yesterday, so that's kind of a relief, but it's still gorgeous out. So I hope you had a nice bite to eat, some good water. Nice, always need our water. And you got your cozy clothes on, cozy shoes, you're in a nice safe chair, nice and ready to go. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna bring my right ear down to my right shoulder. Good, gently stretching that ear towards my shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch in my neck. There you go. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, we're gonna switch sides. So our left ear moves to our left shoulder. Very nice. Remembering a nice stretch here. Deep breath in, and we're gonna switch sides, bringing our right ear back to that right shoulder. And here, if you'd like to move your jaw around a little bit, there you go. Get some movement in your face, and some of the muscles in your neck. So move that jaw back and forth, up and down, move in big circles. There you go. It feels a little silly, but moving the muscles is what we're here for. All right, let's switch. That left ear goes back to our left shoulder, really stretching. And again, we're moving those muscles in our face. Smiling. There you go. All right, let's take one more breath in. And then we're gonna move that right ear back to our right shoulder one more time. There you go. Reach that left arm up to the sky, reaching nice and tall, really stretching. There we go, and we start by wiggling those fingers, get them moving. Wiggle. I'm keeping my right ear glued to my right shoulder, trying to sit up as tall as I can, and really stretching those left arms up high. Really reaching. There you go, wiggle. For 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly lower our arm down, and I'm going to keep wiggling those fingers the whole way down. There you go. Very nice. Keep them moving down. There we go. All right, let's sit up straight. Perfect. I'm going to bring my left ear over to my left shoulder. Glue that down. There we go. And reach that right arm up to the sky. Reaching tall. And I start wiggling those fingers. There we go. So sitting as tall as I can, really stretching that right arm out of my shoulder. There you go. I'm really reaching, trying to be as tall and long as I can. Very nice. So I'm going to keep wiggling for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring it back down. Very nice job. All right. Let's grab onto the sides of our chair or our seat or our arms, however we need to hold on to feel stable. We're going to start moving those legs, lifting those legs up and down in our marches. There we go, really starting to get the energy going. Start moving, feeling the muscles working. And here you can go as fast or as slow as you want. The whole goal is to just really get that knee up high and get that foot all the way off the ground. There you go. I like to stomp my feet down a little bit, make a little noise. There we go. It feels like I'm getting some good work when I do this. So you keep on going. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. All right, perfect. Let's keep moving. So we warmed up those legs a little bit. We got a little start on our arms, but we got a lot more to do today. All right, so what I want you to do, reach those hands out in front of you. There you go. I'm gonna point those palms to the wall in front of me or to the sky in front of me, whatever's in front of me. And I'm gonna start doing gentle little circles. And don't worry about which way we start doing our circles. We always do both ways. So we'll do a few this way, and then when I let you know, we're gonna switch. So just keep moving. There you go. Circle. For 3, 2, and 1. Stop and switch sides. So those circles go the other way. There we go. Starting to warm up those arms a little bit, aren't we? Let's keep them going. There you go. We'll keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Let's make bigger circles going the first way. Really get those elbows into it. Our circles are just going to get a little bit bigger every time we do a circle until eventually we have the whole arms all the way in. Big old windmill arms, really circling, circling, circling. There we go. Keep on moving. Big old circles. But we're also remembering to stay very stable on our seat. We press our bottoms into our seat. Sit nice and tall. And just keep those arms moving. There we go. For 3, 2, and 1. Stop at the top. And we're going to switch and go the opposite way. So we're going to start with the elbows. With those little medium-sized circles here. That slowly get bigger and bigger and bigger until they're big old giant circles. There we go. Big old giant circles all the way around like a big old windmill, making all this energy, really warming up all those muscles in your arms and your shoulders and your back. There we go. For 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Nice job. Let's bring our hands back down. Itch our nose because it's allergy season, and I'm sorry, I got a little bit of allergies today. I hope yours aren't bad. But let's grab onto the side of our chair, and we're gonna do a nice seated twist. So I've got both of my hands reaching onto the arm of my chair. We can also grab onto the bottom, or we can do one on the arm, one on the back of the chair. However it feels good in our bodies today. I'm gonna hold on to my arm, and I'm just gonna gently use my arms and twist my back. Sitting as tall as I can, really stretching. That crown of my head is reaching towards the sky. I'm stretching, I'm looking over my right shoulder, gently twisting. Remembering my nice deep breaths in and out. In and out. Very nice. And one more big, 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 big breath in. As big as you possibly can make it be. And then exhale. We release through the center. Nice job. Let's grab onto the other side. So put your hands in the same position you had from the other side, just opposite this way. So today I grabbed on just to my arm on my chair. So I'm going to keep both hands there so I get an equal twist on both sides of my body. Alright, I grab onto the chair and I twist, sitting nice and tall. That crown of my head reaches up to the sky. And I twist, 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 looking over my left shoulder. There we go. Nice and strong. A nice twist, really feeling it in my back. Feels so good. Nice and twisty, twisty. 3, 2, and 1. Big, 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 big breath in. Really try to stretch as tall as you possibly can. And then I exhale my way back to center. Very nice job. All right, let's keep it going. We're doing so good today. Let's reach those arms up to the sky. Perfect. I want you to bring your palms together over your head in a prayer position. Perfect. Really stretch tall. I'm gonna push into my palms. There you go. So I can feel my arms working as I push into my palms. And I'm just gonna keep those arms up nice and high above my head, trying to keep pushing into my hands. All right, so now we're gonna be a little bit tricky, so I want you to be extra careful here. So what I want you to do is to kick that left leg and then set it down. Kick it up, set down. If it's too tricky or you feel unstable here, you can bring your right arm down to hold on to the chair. But if you're feeling up to it and you're stable, keep those hands above your head, and then I'll kick with my left leg. Just kick and set down. And I'm trying to keep my back as straight as possible, to be as tall as possible. There you go. We're gonna keep it moving for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right. We can keep doing this. Keep those arms up. I know they're getting tired, but we got one more side to do. We're going to get that left or that right leg moving now. There we go. We lift our leg up and kick and down. Kick and down. Very nice job. Kicking and down. Kicking and down. Let's keep moving for 10, down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. We can let those arms come on down. Great job. I know, we're getting a little bit tired, aren't we, Bob? We got a lot of arm work to do today. It's arm day here over at Yoga with Mom. All right, so our next exercise we're gonna do is another arm one, so be nice and tough. So what I want you to do is bring your palms out in front of you, facing that wall. Perfect. I'm gonna bring them back towards my chest and then push away, like I'm pushing away from a wall. So I want you to imagine if you're standing in front of the wall and your hands are on it, and you push your body away and then lean it back in. Push your body away, lean it back in. So we're just gonna do this a few more times, really pushing that away and leaning it back in. Push and lean. Very nice. Push and lean. Push and lean. Push and lean. Push and lean. And one more big strong one. Push and lean. Very nice job. Doing so good today. All right, our next exercise is another arm one. I know, we're getting toasty. So I want you to reach above you. We're gonna grab our hands into fists like we're doing pull-ups. All right? And then I'm gonna pull my arms down into those nice strong cactus arms, really looking at those muscles, and then reach back up. There you go. Pull them down, really flexing those muscles, and then up. Here we go. We're gonna pull down. Look at those muscles. Reach back up. Pull down. Doing so good. Reach on up. Let's pull down. And we reach back up. Couple more. Pull down. There you go. Really flex those muscles. Let's reach back up. Pull down. Flex, 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 flex. Reach on up. And one more big, strong one. Pull down. Really use those arms. And then reach on back up. Very nice job. All right, let's do one more big, strong arm exercise here, and then we'll be done with our arms for a minute. So I want you to take those hands, you got them above your head and your fists, okay? Turn them around. So my hands, my palms are gonna be facing my face now. So I had them facing this way before, in fists. I'm gonna open them back up. The palms face my face. There you go. And I'm gonna grab them into fists again, like I'm doing pull-ups the other way this time. And I'm gonna pull my arms straight down and then reach back up. There you go. Pulling them down, bending those elbows, and then reach back up, down. There you go. Really use those arms and shoulder muscles to really pull, pull, pull. Reach up, down. Nice and strong, nice and strong. So good. Reach back up, pull down again. I'm starting to feel it in my shoulders. I hope you are too. Reach back up, down. Really reach, yanking yourself. You can feel yourself lifting yourself right off the ground, like you really are just doing a pull-up at the gym. Let's do one more big, strong one. All right, you got this. Pull, 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 pull. And then let's reach our arms up. Shake our hands out a little bit. Shake, 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 shake. We can flick those fingers like we're flicking some water off of them. There we go. Wipe them together. There we go. Very good job. All right, let's bring our hands back down. Perfect. So now I want you to hold on to the sides of your seat. Diesel says hello, as always. He loves being involved in yoga class. And I want you to plant your right foot, and I'm just gonna kick my left foot. Just kick. As I hold the chair, I kick. Very nice. Kick, kick, and kick. All right. You did a great job with that. I'm gonna plant that left foot, bring my right on my ball of my foot, and I kick that right leg. There you go. Kicking and down, kicking and down, kick, down, kick, down. One more, kick down. Perfect. All right. Now we're gonna make sure we're very firmly planted on our seats. If you need to sit back a little bit, that's perfectly fine. My goal is here to hold on tight with my hands because I'm gonna lift both my legs up, okay? So I'm reaching my legs in front of me, pointing my toes, and then I flex my feet back. So I point and flex. I'm trying to sit as straight up as possible so my back is nice and straight and my head is reaching towards the sky above me. And I'm pointing and then flexing the feet. All right, so let's try this. So you point and flex. And it doesn't matter how far your feet are off the ground. If you can have them about level with the edge of your chair, that's fantastic. But if they're not that high, that's okay. The goal is to have just both feet off the ground. So do the best you can. Make sure you're stable. And if anything, I want you to lean a little bit backwards. So if you feel like you're gonna lose your balance, you'll go backwards to the back of your chair. All right, let's keep going. So I'm gonna point those legs out again, nice and long, really reaching from the tips of my toes, and then I flex the feet up. There we go, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Keep going, pointing and flexing, pointing and flexing, pointing and flexing, point, flex, point, flex, and one more big strong point and flex. There we go. Let's slowly bring those legs down to the ground. All right, very nice job. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is our pigeon, which is one of my all-time favorite poses. So what we're gonna do, we have that right leg nice and planted down on the ground. I cross my left ankle over my knee. There you go. I flex those toes on that left foot. I'm gonna hold on to the side of my chair, and then I gently bend over my lap. There you go. Slowly bending down. My shoulders are reaching towards my left leg, and I hold on to my chair, really keeping myself balanced by holding on with my hands. Bending down, letting my hips enjoy the stretch here. I love this stretch for the hips. And if you have any pain in your knees, I want you to sit back up, and you're gonna readjust a little bit and then gently try to attempt the pose again. You shouldn't be in any pain when you're doing any of these exercises. There we go. Let's take a deep breath in. And then I'm slowly gonna round myself back up. Very nice. Let's drop that left leg. Perfect. And I'm gonna cross my right leg over the left. There we go. Bend those toes. I got my nice flexed foot. There you go. I'm holding on to my chair nice and tight. Nice firm grip here. Take a deep breath in. And when I exhale, I'm gonna slowly fold down, slowly folding down. My shoulders reach towards that right shin, gently bending. There we go. Nice stretch down. And I remember to breathe nice and deep here, really enjoying the stretch in my body as I fold. This feels delightful. I hope it feels just as good for you. All right, let's take one more breath in. And then when I exhale, I'm gonna slowly roll myself back up. Very nice. I'm gonna drop that right knee down to the ground. Very nice. And we're gonna do one more exercise before we're done for today because we ran out of time so fast again. I don't know how that happens, but we need a little bit more twisting before we go. So what I'd like you to do is I want you to put your arms, I'm gonna interlace those fingers, and I reach behind my head, okay? I'm sitting nice and tall. I'm gonna bend my left knee up, and all I'm gonna do is try to reach my right elbow to my left knee. Perfect. Elbow to the knee. And if I'm up for a little bit more of a challenge, I can set my foot down and then pick it up and touch in the center and down. There you go. We can touch in the center, reset, touch, resets. All right, so I'm gonna do the challenging route where I touch and reset. But if it's too much to keep picking up your knee, you can leave it just up in the air and hold it right there and just touch that elbow. So we'll do 10 of these, all right? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more, 10. Very nice job. All right, one more set on that other side. So I'm gonna pick my right knee up this time. There we go, nice and strong. My left elbow reaches, and then I set myself back to the center. Touching, back to center, touching, back to center. And again, since I put my knee down and brought it back up, I'm gonna do it on this side too, okay? So try to do the same thing on both sides. All right, ready? The elbow and the knee touch. I reset. Great job. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice job. Let's bring those hands together in our heart center in our prayer position. And let's just take a couple more breaths to finish off our practice today. You did such a good job. Let's take a deep breath in. And then we exhale. A nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Thank you so much for joining me today at Yoga with Mom. I'm Jen. I had a great time and I hope you did too. I can't wait to see you at our next class. You take care of yourself and I'll see you soon at Yoga with Mom. Bye.